Okay, I'm back.
I'm not live, I don't think. Nope.
It says live above your
we are
head.
live. Where's Rule? Well, oh well. This is Coaching Beyond the Fences, and we're going to talk about what life coaching is. So, life
Yes.
coaching for me has been an ever-changing event. It's changed my life completely from the inside out. I have transformed. I'm transforming now into a life coach and sharing my experiences with other people and getting them to become life coaches. It really keeps me grounded and makes me remember what's important. Helps me hone my values as they change, as the world changes and the times change through COVID and things like that. Coaching really helps me gain new perspectives and not stay thinking everything has to be the same way. What about you, Susan?
I have a tendency to coach myself in journals. I haven't ever been in prison, which, but I have learned so much. When you learn to life coach, you learn so much. It changes you. And that was something that I didn't realize when I got started. I just assumed it would be something I would do for other people. And I didn't realize how much it would change me to listen to these stories and to be a part of them. And I have to also add that watching other people change is the most thrilling thing you can imagine. Watching them grow, watching them relax into their lives and become more skillful and sure of themselves. It's just the most wonderful thing to watch. And I'm very grateful to be a part of it.
How about you, Rule? What is life coaching for you?
Well, life coaching for me has changed my whole life. I'm getting certified now, and I'm learning a lot new, and I'm learning a lot of stuff I learned earlier, like how to not problem solve, and how to really listen and hear people and have them be heard for the first time. Yeah. How about you, Kendra?
Well, before you got on here, I was telling them, Susan, how coaching has changed my life completely. It's a way of life. I'm going to go in because this weed eater keeps just going and going and going. So it's completely changed my life, my way of thinking, who I am. I'm going through coach training with CTI. I'm going to go through certification and be a coach. Looked at my ICF stuff today to do all that jazz, and I just coach and figure out who I can coach and bring along the way, I guess. Got Melanie in for a scholarship as well. She's doing coach training and building her business on, and that's exciting every step of the way. So I guess that's what it is for me. It's everything. I mean, I feel like I'll just change the world. So yeah, that's what it is to me. So you want to give them a demo?
We can, yeah.
All right, let me see.
You mean coach you, Kendra?
Well, we might as well. Susan said she likes observing.
Yes, I'll be the observer. To explain to people who aren't familiar with this, we often coach in triads. So the one person's the coach, one person's the client, and one person is the observer who will give feedback. So,
all right,
just to fill in.
Ready to go, Kendra?
Yeah.
So, what do you want coaching on? What do you want to be different after how long are you going to coach?
Susan, you keep time. What do we
Okay.
do? 10 or 15 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes, okay.
Okay.
So what do you want to be different after 10 minutes?
Well, you turned the camera off, so I want that on.
Okay.
No, what do I want in real life? Just enjoy summer because I don't have to work from the office. I'm going to be here with Malia. I told her that she's not going to have to do summer school, and let's enjoy it. Don't let nothing burst our bubble.
So really enjoy it, huh?
Yeah, I'm always about doing and getting shit done and blah, blah, blah. I've always got, every time we get something accomplished, I've got the next thing we've got to get accomplished. Like, let's just enjoy the shit we've got done.
Yeah, what does enjoy it look like?
Enjoy it looks like just relaxing in the sun. I can work from my computer and enjoy it, I mean, make my reports, have my one-on-ones. I can coach people. I can work on more things on our website. I've been trying to, Bluehost is giving me hell. I can't, it's not letting me edit any of our websites. And I tried a little bit while I was in the wait of getting off work and getting on here, and it's really pissing me off because I've got a few things I want to add, and so I can do that. And
So the summer.
but I'll enjoy it. I will.
Yeah.
I could make time. I guess I could make a schedule that just leaves time out that's not time to do anything. Because like I was thinking about, I want to go see my dad, but I don't want to feel like I've got to hurry up and get back to Norman. Or I don't want to feel like if I stay too late, then I'm going to have to drive at night. Like I should leave it open to where if I stay, then I could stay at my grandma's or a hotel, but that I'm not cramped for that next day.
How do you want to be as your summer is passing?
Relaxed, but kicking ass.
Relaxed but kicking ass, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, I have to be doing something. Let's make a reality here. Because if I didn't, let's get the newsletters ready. If I didn't do that, we wouldn't do it, and stuff like that. But
how do you want to be this summer?
So I want to be, enjoy it. Spend a lot of time with Malia. Get her really with herself, I guess, comfortable with herself.
That's doing again.
Well, that's still being. You got to be a certain way for that to happen. So I guess you'd be, I don't know, just be. I don't know, just be. I guess that's what it is, just be. Just be okay with what it is. Not having to do something new or have to figure something out or I don't know, like just be okay. Yeah, so what? My credit score sucks. Fuck, I knew that whenever I did it. It wasn't like I was a blind idiot. That's why I had such a good score. So I ain't even tripping on that. I need to stop tripping on that and know that I'm just doing what I can to fix that and be.
You're really a person who does a lot of things.
Yeah, I do a lot.
Yeah.
So I need to just be okay, because I feel like if I would just be a little bit, then the more things that I want will fall into place, and maybe the things that don't matter will trickle away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I need to chant more.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get me down, grounded to be where I want to be, or line it up for me, I guess. Get Malia involved in SGI activities so she could be more open to coaching and being on, coaching calls and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know coaching works better than therapy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to have a little therapy, but in the reality, to get moving, you need coaching. So, yeah.
So back to the summer. How do you want to be?
Just chill. That's how I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Chill. Like, everything's good for me. I need to own it while it's here.
Need to own it. What'd you say?
Own it while it's here. Like,
yeah.
We don't always have our health or our life. We sit around and worry about the dumb shit and worry about doing and doing and doing.
Yeah.
And don't appreciate what we've got going.
So you want to be appreciative.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What else you want?
Well, so appreciative, chill, and I don't know, something about sunshine. I got to get my light back.
Get your light?
Yeah, the world's kind of stampered it out.
Let it shine.
Yeah, I got to let my light shine. Like, psh, psh. Through all the bullshit of the world. This isn't nothing. I've been through.
Like you need to let it shine.
Been to hell and back. I mean, I've been to hell and back.
Stand up. Stand up. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it
shine. Like, shine.
Shine.
This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, shine, shine.
Yeah, shine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, if you don't, then you just get stamped out.
And
1 minute. 1 minute.
And do you feel like it's stamped out right now?
I felt like I was letting it get a little stamped out.
Yeah.
By circumstances, and I mean, you can't let your light get stamped out by shit you can't control.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to take the blow and go, figure out how you're going to recover and process it. I'm not saying don't feel it, but you got to process it and just go. You can't. So I know that. And so I just have to do that and show Malia that's what you do and this is how you do it, and Carlos and
But you're still focusing on the doing.
Yeah, it's not really about doing. It's like you're doing and you're being. How you're being shows how you should be doing. I mean, I don't know how you know what I'm saying? It's not the doing, but when you're being, it's an example. It's a way of life. That's what I'm talking about. Not that I'll be doing anything to extra. Not creating more tasks.
All right.
No, I didn't say I was going to get 30 coaches and line them up and train them tomorrow. Shit, I got some things to work through first, but
that's a lot of doing, yeah.
I mean, I might. Hell, if we get into Mabel Bassett, I'll go train them Saturday. So there is that.
All right.
No, that's 10 minutes. That's
So,
10 minutes.
Susan, what did you notice different about this conversation than regular conversation?
In a regular conversation, there's usually back and forth. In this conversation, you were doing most of the talking, which is proper. And the coach listens and elicits various kinds of responses. And I like the way that Rule was kind of dogged, folks getting you to focus on what was important, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and staying focused on what's important and what you wanted to be coached on is sometimes it's a little challenging to do, but Rule stayed with it very well. I mean, he stuck to you and stayed with you, and I like that.
Yeah. Kept calling
yeah.
me on being or doing. You're doing again and not being.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes. Yeah, it was. Did a nice job.
We just got a couple of beings, but if we had longer, you gotten a lot more.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And I also noticed that you didn't do action and accountability. And I think since her problem is between process and being, that just being is more important than coming up with an actionable thing. Because Kendra has no problem with action.
Yeah.
With coming up with actionable stuff. It's too many that is the problem.
We've got a lot of things to do.
I know.
I just have to figure out how to make more hours in a day. And I'll have it.
I know.
So how are you, Mark?
I am tired. I am stressed a little bit, but I'm good. I cannot complain.
You look very relaxed.
Right now I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to take a trip to South Padre Island, so.
Ooh.
I'm okay, but man, money's kind of tight right now. I'm being audited by the Texas Comptroller and the IRS for an investigation, I guess. We sold a property for $1.7 million, a business partner and I, and he deposited the money that I had coming back to me from my initial investment. And when you get $610,000 deposited into your checking account, and the check cleared. The check cleared. I withdrew from it like $500, so I knew it cleared. And then like 2 weeks ago, I went to go try to take out like $400. My banker was like, Mark, what are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? What am I doing? She was like, your account's frozen. You're gonna be audited. She said they can hold it up to 90 days, so you can't get into your account. So it's gonna be all right. You just need to conduct an investigation. My business partner was an 86-year-old man, and he owned a piece of property that I wanted to build a skating ring and arcade for kids. And he told me I had business partners for like a quarter million, $500,000, They were all gonna pitch in to build this piece of property I wanted to build, and it was gonna cost like $2.9 million with the building, fill everything up, and do the parking lot, and get it zone coded and insured and bonded. And everybody backed out when they opened the Synergy over here in 2017. So I backed out of it, and I told him, I said, man, can you give me a couple years, man? I said, I got some money in investments and stuff and stocks, and it's gonna come back. I said, but I just need some time. And when COVID happened, he almost died when he got COVID, and he was in the hospital for like 3 weeks. He said, Mark, he said, I'm getting old. I'm 86 years old. I'm sorry, man, but I need to sell the property. And he goes, I'll give you your money back. And I was like, okay. So he sold the property. I think two told him, or Pack and Sack, a convenience store chain bought it, and they deposited the money into his account. And then once it cleared his account, then he put a check into he put a wire transfer to my account, to my bank, and it froze after it cleared, I guess, because I haven't had that much money in my account in a long time, So I've been borrowing money from friends and everything, but everything's all right. Everything's going good. Business is booming. Got bench jobs, roof jobs. Everybody wants covered patios with lights and fans and TVs and barbecue pits. So,
I want one.
So he was like, yay!
Yeah.
I'm very, very busy, but everything's good. It's gonna work out. I'm doing best that I know how, so it's what's gonna happen.
So, Rule, do you want to coach Mark? Mark, do you want to get coached?
Yeah, sure. I'm very open for mentoring and coaching.
It'll be fun.
My mentor, he doesn't ever have time because he's the CEO, CFO of some multi-million-dollar corporation in oil industry. So
Mm.
I never really get to talk to him, but like once every 2 months, and it's only for like 30
Oh,
minutes.
heavens.
Yeah.
So what do you want coaching on, Mark?
I would say scheduling. I would say relationships. I would say investments. And, like growing up, you always want this, you always want that. Like now that I got this money, I was like, you know what? I need a new truck. Because I got an '07 Chevy Silverado with like almost 300,000 miles on it. I was like, you know what? I need to get a new truck, put it as a work truck, whatever, write it off on my taxes. Then I need to get a new motorcycle. I need to get a boat, some four-wheelers. I already got 3 motorcycles, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and spend about at least 100 on some toys.
What are you going to do with the other 500?
Well, after the taxes clear, it's 610. So when the taxes clear and everything, I think they're going to hit me for like 90,000 of it on the taxes. So I don't know how much exactly, but between 60 and 90,000 they're going to hit me on taxes. So it's going to be like 540, maybe 510, 520, somewhere around there when it's all said and done. So I don't know. I know I need to invest in something. I play pool. So I wanted a pool hall. So I'm thinking about buying a pool hall.
Yeah. So you talked about relationships and coaching around that.
Yeah, sure. That's I definitely need that. I can't find a woman to put up with me.
So what are the signs that they can't put up with?
Well, they say I'm too controlling. I'm too jealous,
Are you?
and I'm just too busy.
So
All three in the past 4 years, I've been in 4 relationships, and they've all said it. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I am. I said, but it's not me being controlling in a bad way. It's like me looking out what's best for us. And you're so used to living your style of life, and I'm over here trying to grow. If I'm growing, I need you to grow with me. I don't need to be growing and then you just hold me back. So I think I've had problems like that.
Mm-hmm. So controlling, jealous, and what was the other one?
Never have enough time for them. I'm always
Oh, yeah.
working.
Yeah. So maybe what do you think you have to do to solve that?
I think my problem is that my family depends on me so much. Like I try to put all their problems on me, and I try to fix it, and I try to help. And I'm always trying to help everybody. And one thing that my relationships have all told me, they're like, man, you're always trying to help everybody. Your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, some of your good close friends. You're always trying to help everybody. You can't help everybody, and so I
So
think that's
you're controlling, jealous, too busy, and helping everybody.
right. I'm always looking out for everybody, not looking out for myself. Like I'm very selfless, and the reason I think like that is because back in the day I was so selfish. Selling drugs and running the streets and destroying families. I felt like I was selfish back then, and so
So you've
like
gone the
now
other
I'm
way.
like now I'm going the other way. Yep.
Yeah. So how do you want to be with it?
I want to be content. I want to be the person that I always wanted to be, but I've never lived that life. I've never, how you say it, I've never really just cared about people and, worked with everybody and then also had time for family, working so much. Like the women that I've been with, the only times that you're home is when you're asleep. All you do is eat, shower, and sleep and go to work.
Yeah.
And maybe one day out of 2 weeks, 13 days on, 1 day off, I'll spend with the family or spend with, them and their kids. I'm 30, I'm 35, fixing to be 36. I got no kids, never been married. And I just been, I don't know, like I said, very selfish. And so I'm
So
trying
what
to
do
be
you
selfish.
think you have to sacrifice to get a relationship?
For me, I think it'd be, I have to let go. I guess I keep trying to, they always tell me, you're always trying to keep me on a tight leash. I ain't a dog. You can't keep me on a leash. Like you need to let me go and quit being so jealous. And
Yeah.
I'm like, and I've heard it from all 3 of them. So I'm just like, you know what? Maybe they're right. maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So what
But
can you do?
when
What,
you're in
what,
prison, when you're in prison, they control you. They
yeah,
tell you do this, do that, do this.
yeah,
So when you get out, like you're on a set schedule. If you're used to doing certain things a certain way and then it doesn't go your way, you're like, man, I don't know why you do this. You're like, what do you mean you don't know why I do it? I do it because I can. I'm
yeah.
like, well, you're not supposed to. Why ain't I supposed to? Because it's not right.
So you want to be content,
Yes. I just want to be at peace, and I feel like
at peace. Yeah,
I feel like I'm trying to catch up for lost time, and
yeah, yeah. So what does that look like?
to me, peace would be, regular 9 to 5 working. And then once you get off work, you just forget about work and it's all about family, it's all about
That's a long
being
way.
relaxed. Yeah. Just like I said, but for me, I get up probably like around 9 o'clock, at work by 10. And I don't get off of work until till the sun goes down. Sometimes it's 9 o'clock by the time I get home. So by that time, I'm eating fast food. That's another thing why I'm kind of fat, overweight. Um, I think another thing too is that I got low self-esteem. I think when I get with pretty women, I think that they're gonna leave me and all that because
Yeah,
I'm kind of big, like I got low self-esteem. Like I'm always like, you know what, she
they're,
can have
they're
somebody better.
they're not going to leave you because of that. They're going to leave you because you try to put them on a short lease.
I think women get with me because of my money. That's all they want me for is money. That's
But you
it.
put them on a short lease.
Yeah, I try to put them on show. It's gonna work out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why they don't come to you.
Yeah.
That's what I see. Is that right?
Yeah. Sure.
Right.
You can look at my Facebook, my pictures and stuff. And like I said, I'm always doing fancy stuff, 5-star restaurants, trips, and all that. And when women see that, they're like, "Oh yeah, he's got money. It might be a little bit of fat. He might be fat. He might be fat, but he's got some money."
So yeah, somebody that rich guy. So seriously, what are you going to do about it?
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I need help on. I don't even know which way to walk into. I don't know which
Mm-hmm.
direction to go.
Mm-hmm.
I want something, but I don't know how I want it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how do you get that way? How do you make progress in that area? I'm a very smart person. My IQ's 131, and I've always had straight A's. I'm fixing to get my bachelor's in business management at WT.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very intelligent and I'm just dumb when it comes to relationships. I've always been about money, 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 and save, save, save. Invest, invest, invest. And when it came to relationships, I'm like, you just want more money, so I'll just leave relationships alone.
Yeah.
I've only been
Mhm.
in 5 relationships in my whole life, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not, and dating, I never really dated. It was like, we're gonna make this thing work or we're not. If it's not gonna work,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take you home.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
So one step at a time. What do you
yes,
want to do?
sir. Right now, I need to figure out
What's the
what I'm
first,
gonna.
what's the next step?
For me, once my account and everything clears, my step right now, as far as this, I think I'm gonna buy a pool hall, and then.
That's not going to get you a relationship.
Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna give me a relationship, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Get her
like you asked
get,
me, like, what
to
I'm
get
gonna do now. Like,
to
I
get a
want to buy a
relationship.
pool
Yeah,
hall.
yeah, I know.
I
To
need a new truck,
get,
and
get your
and then
relationship.
I really don't need a boat and all that fancy
How do
toys.
you
But
get a relationship, not a gold digger?
Yeah.
So what's your next
To
step?
get a good relationship. To get a good relationship, to be honest, I think what I need is to be confident in myself. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
I might be overweight, but I'm still worth it.
Yeah.
I feel like
Mhm.
sometimes I'm not good enough for
Yeah.
pretty women.
Yeah.
I think I'm always looking for women outside of my class too. Like, um, I think I don't want a woman for just looks. I want her for her brains and for her passion, for her
You want a partner.
intimacy, romance.
Mhm.
I want the full effect of what a woman has to
And
offer a man, and I want to be able to offer that too.
you want a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But in business, I've learned partnerships don't work out, so that's probably why I don't have a woman.
So how do you get a woman?
Well, I introduce myself, say hello, ask them what they like to do, and if it's someplace in common, like if I'm shooting pool, they like to shoot pool, or if I'm at the stores and I'm buying, something that I'm like, oh, what makes you buy that brand, or is there a reason why you get that? It starts this conversation starter, and then try to figure out if they're single and if they got any plans, or like me, like that's my biggest problem is everybody's got kids, so I don't have no kids. Like I don't have no responsibilities. My business is my responsibilities, but my business is my business. Like
Your business
everybody's got,
and your family.
yeah, they all got families, so they all got priorities. And me, I got family, but I don't have family.
It sounds like you're married to your family.
It sounds like I'm married to my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of am. My cousins even tell me, they're like, look, you know what, you need to quit. You need to quit doing all this for your uncles and your cousins and everybody. Like,
So do you have to divorce your family before you can marry a woman?
I don't know. That's a good question. I never thought of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say no, I wouldn't divorce my family, but I would have to
So
put a
not
barrier. I'd have to put a barrier. I'd have to set up a
about
limit. I'd have to put like a fence, kind of like like you're there but you're not there, and then like time management. I have to manage both, and then
yeah.
I'd have to put limits on what my family could and could not ask me for, or
Mm-hmm.
what's urgent is what's really not urgent.
Set up some boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah,
Healthy boundaries.
right.
So you need to
Because
fix. You need to fix.
everybody calls me for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm going to start calling you. Help me.
And it's what's crazy about it is that like when everybody calls me, I seem to have all the answers for everybody else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when it comes to me,
You don't have the answers. Yeah.
I don't have no answer. I'm
Yeah.
clueless.
So we're going to have to close there. But we're going to continue this conversation.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds good.
But I want to leave at the end part. What kind of boundaries need you to set with your family so you can make room for a woman to come into your life and be a partner, be a full partner?
I would say, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. But
Yep.
one of the main things I would say is like the urgency.
Yeah.
Like, everything is not an emergency for my family. They act like it is.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
like what like they say, what would Jesus do? Okay, what would Mark do?
All right. Can we get feedback, Kendra?
Yeah, I seen you make him take it serious when he wanted to joke it off. Like, no, yeah, they say I got money. What is it? I may be fat, but he got money. Like, you brought him back to talking about his values instead of what his next thing of business was going to be. Because I know him, he'll drown out for another 5 years doing business and not work on his self to get a relationship. And he'll be sitting there with another 50 million in the bank. And
now he's sweating.
yeah, so that was good. That was good. It was good that you actually made him go there and examine things. And I seen you make him explore, like, and you challenged him big time with, what, you got to divorce your family. And like, it took him back. Like, wait a minute. Because like divorce, is like, fuck you. Divorce is like the end,
Yeah.
I mean, I get, so unless it's like an agreement, like, hey, you're whatever. So he was like, no, boundaries will be better. So that was good. I seen that. That was good. It was like you took him to an extreme on it, and then he brought it back to where he needed it. So,
How do you feel about the coaching?
It's good. Like I said, I need it. I know I need it. And I might not accept that I need it, but yes, I know that I need guidance in certain areas of my life. You know, and like I said, the only thing I know to do is to make money and work and try to find good deals and good investments and try to stay busy, because you know when you're not busy, then that's when the demons and that's when the ideas come in your head that you know you steer off path. And so to stay on path, you know, one thing I know how to do is work. And so
And
so
you,
like
you
I
really
said,
want
you
a
know,
relation. You really want a partner in life.
but like when I was growing up though, there was no such thing as a partner. You know, I don't know if you ever heard that saying, MOB, money over bitches. Like that was my motto growing up. Like no women.
But that's the past.
Yeah, that is.
You got to get accustomed to this new way of life.
Like I said,
look
it's
for
new to me.
different women too. Straighten up. They're not worth it. They should already be straightened up.
You know, I go to school, right? And I go to school and I've seen women in my classes, you know, they're like, man, who are you? You know, so I'm like, I'm nobody special. But I'm 35 and these women are like 22, 23 years old. And I'm like, you know what, can we go on a date? I'm like, sure. Can you help me study? You seem pretty smart, like about business, financing, accounting and all that, you know, and I'm always arguing with the professors left and right, you know, like, okay, you say that because why though? You know, how's that going to help me in real life? You know, I go back and forth with these PhD doctors, and these girls are just like, man, can you help me study? And this is not, can we go on a date? And I'm like, you know, how does it look like me being 35? You take me to go meet your mom and your dad that are like 42. You know, like they're just like 6, 7 years older than me. Like talking about we're gonna make this work. I like you. And I'm like, no, you just like my brain. You like my confidence.
Yep.
Now you need to hustle the professors. That's who you need to hustle.
You know, I almost went on a date with this one professor, and once she did a background check on me, she was like, "Boy, I need to stay away from you. You're in trouble." I'm like, dang, that changed my life. She goes, "No." She said, I seen your record. I did a background check on you. She goes, "You're a bad boy." That was the end of that. Anytime I said hello in class or this and that, she just like, hey.
Go the other way.
Yeah. Well, she's not the right one, obviously. I mean,
yeah,
it's somebody.
She was from the Philippines.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
She was from the Philippines, and she just thought that I was just bad news.
Yeah. But how can you change around?
Like, look at Robert Downey Jr., right? You know, he was in his younger days, he was in jail and all that. And
It's terrible.
And now he's Iron Man and winning Grammys and all this and that. And you know, he's on kids' action figures. You know, like people can change. People can change.
They can and do. Yeah.
Well, we're kind of proof of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I'm not. Well, I do know that we're not doing what we was about a decade ago.
Yeah.
So that's a completely different train of thought.
You know what's crazy? That, you know, like I play pool, right? I play pool. I went to Temple. I went to the state Texas pool tournament, and I got 17th. I got 17th out of 52 players, and
That's not bad.
And so when I go to these pool halls, that's my business partner. Hold on. What is this? You can't be extorting me with all your food. I'll talk to you in a minute. I'm in a meeting. When I go to these pool halls and I see these people and I play pool with them, you know, like a lot of the people, they're still in the game, you know, they're still around people that are doing drugs and all that, you know, and I try to tell them, I said, man, you know what, y'all need to change your lives. And they look at me and they're like, yeah, right, you're the one person that would never change, you know, like you even said it. I said it over and over and over, and I would never change this and that. I was gonna ball till I fall. And now, you know, even when I owned this bar called the Honeywell West back in the day with a partner of mine. And my partner went to rehab. His wife made him go to rehab where she was gonna take everything because everything was in her name. And when he got out of rehab, he started preaching to me, come on, when are you going to change your life? And so I'm like, get away from me, man. You know what I'm saying? We were making money before, and now you go to rehab. And then, you know, then I got in trouble and I went to prison. And so, like, the way that I reacted to him is the way that I see people reacting to me. And I get it, you know? Like, I totally understand. And to reach these people, it's like, you know, you can't force anybody or you can't talk anybody to change unless they want to change. Unless they're tired and ready, you can't change them. And so, like, me playing pool and stuff like that and going to these places and seeing people from other cities that I met, people in Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston, seeing all these people that I used to know back in the day doing the bad things. Now we're meeting up for a pool tournament and playing pool for nationals, and it's good, but people are still stuck in the same old thing. They're doing the same thing that we were doing 10, 15 years ago. And it's kind of hard to reach them. And I'm just like, look at me, I changed. Yeah, right, you ain't changed. Yeah, I am. All I do is work. I got a remodeling company. I do HVAC. I do tiles. You know, I do lawn care. I do moving jobs. Anybody wants to move, whatever, get my trailer, I'll move you. I just do anything and everything, you know, I can just to stay busy and stay out of that life. Because all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money, and fast money sometimes has a way of an end. You know, so
Mark,
I
you've
tend to.
had quite a few partners in business, haven't you?
I've had a lot, and business partners do not work. And that's why I think I think that's why my
That's where that
relationships don't work.
saboteur comes from, about relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell because that one didn't work out, and that one didn't work out. Yeah.
They never work out. And like this guy right here, that guy right there, the Asian guy just came here. Like, he owns this pool hall right here because I'm about to play pool at 8 o'clock. And he's like, I want you to be my partner. I'm like, man, either I'm going to buy it from you or I'm not going to be involved because partnerships don't work out.
Partnerships not work out for you?
No, they don't work out for me. I don't know, I guess it got some bad luck.
None of them work out?
Huh?
Did any of them work out?
No, none of them did. It's either I bought their side of it or they bought my side of it. Now, you know, split our ways.
All right, so we'll start off working on partnerships.
Appreciate it.
Sounds like yeah.
I'm coming. Where was that?
After that, we got to talk about money. We got to figure out how to invest.
Right.
For sure.
All right, anything else? You have anything, Kendra?
No, it was good. I'm glad you came. I'm sorry that I didn't send a thing, so I'll keep reminding you every Thursday. I'm horrible at reminding. My life has been crazy, right beyond the shadow of a doubt, thinking crazy. So
a friend of mine sent me a message on Messenger, and it rang, right? And I was like, who's calling me? And so when I go to my notification, it says live coaching. I was like, oh man, forget it's Thursday, 7 o'clock.
How
So
about
I'm gonna get better at that because it was part of my coaching today. So I'm gonna get better at that. So you'll see me, you'll see my stuff. I'll be hitting you up on there, everybody.
Yeah.
Susan, what do you have to say?
I don't know. You surprised me. I did want to add that Mabel Bassett is a high security women's prison. Mentioned that earlier and didn't footnote that for people who are going to watch this later. And
People
also
are watching
coaching
this
is
later?
Yeah, this supposedly. We hope.
We said we were live. It says live at the top.
Yeah, it says live right over your head. But
Yeah,
anyway,
nobody's there, so I'm like, okay.
yeah.
I look
we
at the
can
link
cut you-
later. I look at the link later, and it says 300 people have watched.
No, I don't think so. But yeah, we can cut it out if you're.
I don't want to fly out of my chair.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But yeah, it's a process. It takes a while, and but it does work. It accumulates. It's like walking through mist. You know, it's misty out and you're walking and your shirt is dry, and then after 30 minutes your shirt is wet. And it's not actually raining, it's just the mist has soaked in over as you walked along, you know, and that's coaching is like that. It takes patience. So, and I'm glad you're patient enough to work with it because I know that this is something that is real important to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Good.
And I have to tell you, that corn looks fabulous.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. I had to eat it while it was hot because if not, then it wouldn't taste
It's-
so well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think we're done, actually.
Yeah.
It's 3 minutes to 8.
Yeah.
And yeah, this will probably end up going on YouTube unless you would like for us to cut you out. We can do
No,
that.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So that other people can see how it works. You know, private coaching is where you can name names. but yeah, we wanted to show people how coaching works so they get an idea, because people have some very odd ideas about how it works and how fast it should be and what the process is. So,
Alrighty.
Right.
all right,
All right, take it easy.
take it easy, and we'll see you all later.
Good
All right,
luck.
next week.
Stay cool.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Good luck with relationships.